I'm at Elite Imports in Westchester, Ohio, looking at a vehicle for a colleague. It's a 2006 BMW 650i convertible. We have quite a few BMWs out here, but I'm not seeing that particular vehicle, so we will, it's not hiding back there. That's a Maserati. We'll go inside and have a look. Nice R8, not something you see every day. Panamera with the factory wing. It's pretty nice. It sounds good. That's a first good impression.
Common in these, I know that. You know about BMW, you would know.
I've owned a few, yeah, and worked on a lot. All right, it's about to get real. All right. Okay.
Tell them the tires are fairly new too.
Yeah, the tires look good. What are these anyway? Oh, they're Continental Pro Contact. Okay, all right, great. That's a very good tire. Brakes, rotors.
Watch your step here with the oil.
Yeah, I see that. I don't want to end up on the floor.
Yeah.
Looks like there's some oil collecting on the bottom of this brace. On the bottom of this undershield. I wonder how those are doing. Hydro bearings right here. They look, I don't see a problem. I don't see a leak. Those are sometimes suspect. This one's over here is a little rusted, but the rubber's fine. Okay. Shocks and springs look good. Looks like it has a relatively new brake sensor on it. And then as far as chassis, these are kind of hard to tell because there's so much covering or undercover. There's a little edge rust and stuff on some pieces, but that's normal for a vehicle of this generation. Okay, CV boots. That one looks good. Inner and outer CV boots look good. Inner one on this side looks good. Outer one on that side looks good. Okay, all right. Rear struts, or I'm sorry, shocks. Okay. Yeah, this looks pretty good. I mean, for relative to the age of the vehicle, right? Yeah, there's
16 years old.
Yeah, 16 years old,
It's
and
good condition.
yeah. Okay, all right. I guess it would be fitting to look under the hood here. Yeah. Thank you for letting me do this.
You're welcome.
Oftentimes shops don't want you to do this for a variety of reasons.
We like to be transparent, and,
Yeah.
especially if the customers come out of town, you know. I
Yeah.
don't want any surprises, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want somebody to call me and say, oh, this, that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's good. I'm glad you're doing it because it just makes things so much easier. It's a pretty car. I don't hear anything that would concern me, like belt chatter, idler pulley, tensioner pulley, exhaust rattle, exhaust rumble. Like right there, it's turning the wheel. There's no groan from the power steering.
I'll be back.
Okay. Okay, what I'm seeing is some valve cover oil leaking. Is it a red flag? It's more of a yellow flag. I can see it right there, just below the head, above that hose. It's probably the same situation over here, but there's too many pulleys, hoses, and other items in the way. I've had this engine, or one like this, completely apart, so I've seen this before. It's relatively clean otherwise. I mean, and it's running really, it sounds good. When he pulled it out, there was nothing that alarmed me. Let's take a quick walk around the car. I'm wearing a headlamp. That's the reason for the flashy lights on my forehead.
I'll be inside if you need anything.
Yeah, am I able to go ahead and drive it? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Sorry. Oh, you're okay. Thought I was in your way for a minute. Let's drive it. Okay, I'll try to get of the interior here as much as I can. Turn some light on. Driver's door panel. It's good. There's a little bit of splitting here on the upholstery. I wouldn't call it that a red flag either for a vehicle of this vintage. We're looking at iDrive. I think that's version 2, maybe 2.5, something like that. You know, it's a light colored interior, so there's going to be some dirt that shows. This can be conditioned and cleaned up even more so than it already has been. Let's try to get back in the back seat a little bit. Now it's sticking my entire body back there. All right, time to get in. It's about to get real. All right, there's some wear on the steering wheel. This could be, well, just left as is, or it could be reconditioned. This is the anthracite interior trim that was popular in this era of time. I think they still actually do this. Ashtray's clean for the most part, which indicates probably a non-smoker car, which is good. I don't smell anything, but I may have done something to mask it. I'm just looking for everything as if I were buying it for myself. I have no idea how the top operates. That is a mystery to me. I would like to do it though, since I'm in it. So let me get this thing on the road. Turn off the light. I am on the road now, and got a couple of warnings on the dash. First is the engine icon, and I made a mistake when I traveled to the dealer today, and then I left my scan tool, my laptop, all of my BMW tools, if you will. Yeah, my mistake. But he's telling me that that is a purge canister issue, and if that is in fact what it is, then that's not a terrible thing. However, I do not know what this icon is in the center of the dash. It looks like a convertible top icon, but I don't know what that means. Is it a issue with the top not latching, or it's not latched? I'm speculating, I don't know. So gets up and moves. It's running smoothly. The transmission shifts up and down as it should. Car's not up to temperature yet. The iDrive display looks good. It's clear. The maps and navigation are working. I don't know what version of software this is. This could be updated. Again, that's not a big deal. Let's go foot to the floor here. Sounds good, feels good. It downshifted properly. This has the beer tap shifter, which is pretty common in this generation of car. Okay, why are you beeping at me? This is a very sure-footed car. It feels good. This generation still has hydraulic steering versus the electric steering, which is so common in everything that's new today. Acceleration is good. Let's see if we can do a brake test as well. I'm going to do a late brake here, coming up to the stop sign. Probably freak people out, but oh well. 1, 2, 3. Okay. The wheel pulled slightly to the right, but there was no vibration. No surging or pulsation or anything, so I would call that good. It pulls to red line quite handily. Now there I felt brake pulsation, but it actually felt more to the rear of the vehicle. Okay, got another chance for a brake test. See how this works out. Oh, this is a nice dip. Where have you been all my life? Okay, I would say the brakes on this vehicle pass muster, and I'm driving more aggressively than any human being would probably. This thing wants to go, man. So this has the N62 4.8 liter 32 valve V8. This is the largest displacement V8 that BMW ever produced, and it's the bigger sibling to the 4.4. The 4.4 is what is even used today, like in the M5 and things like that. Of course, those are forced induction engines, but this normally aspirated engine, this is as big as they got in that era of time. It feels a lot like the E65 series that I had, and this is an E63 chassis, I believe, if I'm getting my chassis designations right. But again, I've never owned a convertible. Didn't follow those quite as much. Got an error message here that says convertible top not locked, and we've got two controls for the convertible top. One is, well, it's blinking red, then it warns me again the convertible top is not locked, but I don't know how to lock it. So either one of these buttons has no effect. One of them actually put the windows down as if the top were going to go down, and then it beeped at me again. I do not know It looks like the lock handle is missing. Now, is that the only problem, or is there something more to this? I cannot tell. So I'm going to ask. Again, the whole convertible top thing is a mystery to me, not having owned one or experienced one before. So I'll go ask someone. Apparently there is a partition in the trunk that has to be closed. I did not know that. And let's see, the key fob should be responding here. Okay. Unlock. It's not responding. I must be doing something wrong, or it's not working.
Hi. Give me a second. Oh, you got all kind of windows open, huh, boss?
As of this moment, I could not operate or open the trunk, nor could the gentleman helping me. So we tried the key fob, we tried the latch here, which is actually hidden beneath the BMW logo, and it just isn't cooperating. I'm not sure if it's broken, inoperable in some way. He's having trouble with it too. I don't feel so bad now. Take note, this is a full wireless key fob, although it looks like one of the older style key fobs, and there is a position here on the steering wheel for it. It's not actually required to be in the column. This is kind of a point of transition when BMW was switching over to not having the key inserted to start the vehicle.